Hi guys. So I have moved, obviously. You set up everything to Georgia. So I'm gone. But look it, we have lights. Anyway, so I have moved, I've settled, and now I'm here to bring you your reading today. It's good to be back, besties. I missed you, doves. Anyways, so we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I'm still waiting for my damn crystals. Please pray, because it's a lot of crystals, and I love my babies. So we have Neptune with Vision and the Explorer. Let's see if I can bring these closer to you and if it'll focus. Neptune 26. The Explorer. Going to have some adventures, maybe. We have Aries 1 with Act. We have the Sage. Ooh. Iridescence, yes. We have Taurus with Cultivate and Soul Work. The bee. So let's get into it. Yes, I don't have most of my crystals, so we're picking cards until I get them, okay? Because bestie, I'm panicking. I really am. It's a thing. It's a thing. Okay. Into pile number 1, doves. Actually, I'll just get to it in the piles. Tricky. I am releasing a Oracle deck, so I just have to figure out how to get print on demand set up to Etsy, and then set that all up. I might have to like do a couple other items because Etsy tends to prefer if you have 10 shop items and blah blah blah. Anyways, so I've been working with an AI artwork and did my own oracle deck. It's called When One Door Closes, and it's really different from other oracle decks. It's got images of doors and then like sayings or affirmations under it. It's also got images of windows, 2 castle cards or mansions, depending on how you look at it, and then some interior design cards. So I hope you guys look forward to that. But yeah, I'm really excited for it, and I'm gonna make a tarot deck, but name a few cards differently. Um, like the Empress is gonna be a goddess, and the Emperor is gonna be. I might keep the Emperor the same name, but anyways, so there's gonna be some name changes just in case because Rider Waite decks, like tarot decks, are copyright by somebody, and I don't want to have to deal with that if I don't have to. So yeah. So it'll be like a Rider Waite, but it's going to be like different naming. All right, let's get into your reading. Thank you for listening to my spiel. Let's start with your year. What's the focus of the first 3 months for pile number 1? What's the focus of the first 3 months for pile number 1? Confession. Maybe you feel like there's something on you need to get off your chest. It doesn't have to be bad, but it's like weighing you down. And this is card number 20. If 20 means there's 26 and 20, if that means anything to you. So I feel like there's something bothering you, something on your mind that you need to get off your chest. Also, excuse me, if you look at this and this, Neptune is very similar. They have that fancy compass or world like that you tilt in school, the world orbs. I don't know what those are called. But anyways, so like it feels like maybe travel is going to be something this year, or there's a very important vision you're going to try to bring into reality because we have the eye here, the heart here. It could be a passion project, and we have vision here. And Neptune, I believe Neptune is all about, I know Uranus is about dreams and stuff, but I think Neptune has something to do with creativity as well. Let me just double check. It's about intuition. Neptune's very intuitive. Like your um, connection with spirituality, it's ruled by Pisces. So maybe it could be something, a confession. Maybe you're thinking you're feeling guilty about like some changes in spirituality or religious changes, and you're afraid of how people close to you will react. I just want to say that if they react really poorly, maybe you're just outgrowing them. Like you're living your life for yourself, not for these other people. Their opinion shouldn't matter more than yours. What are the next 3 months going to bring for pile number one after the first three? Multiple streams with number 48 could be okay. So you're probably going to come to the realization, like I can tell it to you, but you might not realize it until this moment. There's going to be a realization that you can incorporate your beliefs in any form you want. Like, you don't have to believe it and practice this way, whether it be Wiccan, or solitary witch, mixing like Christianity with being a witch, whatever it is. Like there's multiple ways to do it, and you're going to find your own way. There could also be multiple streams of income, like you could have this creative project going on. Could also be traveling, and then maybe connecting with your intuition a little bit more. What are the next 3 months after the multiple streams gonna be like for pile number one? We have 51 with rehabilitation. It's going to be like you're gonna find this out, and you're gonna just be able to relax and rest from maybe the hurt and pain that people have caused you. With their antiquated beliefs, maybe they didn't say very nice things, right? So you're gonna be able to rest and relax, and just recharge from all the bullshit you went through. Um, and you'll have the grace and time to do so. And then I guess this is for your last 3 months. Fighting spirit, and then you're gonna pop right back up. You're gonna be just fine, and you're gonna continue forward on your path. You're gonna figure out by the end of the year. It seems to be like very spiritual at the issues. You're gonna figure out. Yeah, it's time to move on from things that are holding you back. It's time to move on from things you've outgrown. So at the end of the year, by the end of the year, you're going to go through a very intense spiritual awakening or like spiritual realization, right? Where you realize you don't have to conform. You can make up your own fucking shit or practice your own fucking shit, however you want to word that. Like, I don't think it should be all just one rule because different people, sorry about the noise, different people require different needs. They have different needs, different wants. So why can't it be the same with what you believe in? because our morals are all different. Like there's little things that we disagree with other people on. We might have like majority of us like don't hit a kid, right? But like there's little things like don't give a kid a cookie before dinner, right? Or should you or shouldn't you, right? That um, that bother people or that we have different beliefs on. So why shouldn't our cores be different as well? All right, let's move on. So we have like the themes for your 3 months. Now we're gonna get a tarot spread. What's the next 3 month? What's the year 2023 bring for pile number 1? 8 of Cups. Yeah, you're confessing something and leaving something behind that you've outgrown. You've outgrown this. It's okay to leave it behind. Like, the thing about leaving something behind is you always find something better. There's always going to be something better. It may take a while to find, but you have to ditch the trash to find the treasure, right? If you outgrow a pair of shoes or you wear out a pair of shoes, you really love those shoes, right? They're your favorite shoes. They fit just right, but they're like there's holes in the bottom now, and you can't put duct tape on them because it rains a lot where you are, let's say. So you have to throw them away. And then you never think you're going to find a pair of shoes that fit just right, but you find one that fits better. And that's basically what this is in layman's terms. Sorry. Let's see. Multiple streams. What's going on with that, Spirit? 2023. This wanted to come out in reverse. Let's see. Okay, it's tilting up. So we'll just take it as is. For 2023, there's going to be a form of business offer or a form of maybe a relation. Is this a business offer? What kind of offer is this, Spirit? Okay, so it's like an emotional or it's like, yeah, this is very watery. So it's probably an emotional, maybe a romantic offer coming in that's gonna help you, or maybe somebody you're getting to know, like a friend, like a King of Cups, is you're talking to them one day and they make you realize that, oh my God, this makes so much more sense. But it could be a romantic offer or a partner. It's a Ace of Coins at the beginning. So if you're not in a romantic relationship, maybe you're thinking about ending a romantic relationship, and um, this isn't about. She kind of looks abused and battered too. If any of you are being abused, I can't tell you how to live. Like I can't tell you how to live your relationships. I've been abused in the past in multiple different forms, physically, financially, emotionally, sexually. Like it's a whole thing. Anyway, so like you need to figure out how you're going to do it and how you're going to get out safely. But I don't like you being in an environment where it's going to cause you pain. So if for those of you like you might be breaking off a toxic relationship, it could even be a friendship that doesn't treat you right in the beginning, if it's not like a religious or spiritual. So you could be breaking that off, and then you meet somebody that sparks like an interest in you, and like they seem too good to be true, kind of. So that's what I'm kind of getting with the new romance, but it's definitely new. It's someone new. And I feel like you're going to have a clean break off before this person comes in. Um, and they seem too good to be true, but they are. Okay, they seem too good, but they are too good to be true. Like no, they're not too good to be true. They're just what you're evolving into and what you um are growing into. I feel like this pile might do better in relationships that are healthy for them. Like you function better when you have to do stuff for people, not necessarily for yourself, possibly. And that's okay. You just have to kind of trick yourself into like say you don't want to get up and take care of yourself, but this person would want me to. So you have to like, or I should because I want to be good enough for this person. Like you just like I work like that too. I usually function better when I'm doing it for other people. So I understand it's a fucking struggle, but you have to kind of trick your mind into thinking about it in a different light. And that's just the way my brain is wired. Like, I'm a giver. So, like, yeah, you just really have to. I'm also Sagittarius and Aries moon, so don't fuck with me. I'll fucking burn you to ashes. Anyways, so like, not as forgiving as like say a water sign because all my water is basically in Scorpio. I have 4 planets in Scorpio, so. But I'm just saying, like, whatever makes your mind work, figure out a way to make it work in your benefit. With the Page of Swords, and like this makes me think you're exploring your spiritual side too, or a deeper connection. With Page of Swords, you're learning how to communicate your wants and needs better. See how this gold, let me bring it up. There's like this gold river of gold flowing down, right? So it's like you figuring out how to communicate better and speak up for what you need and want is going to bring this like abundance to you. And the more you do it, the more abundance is going to flow into your life. Okay? 2023. Okay. You're going to be at a choice where after the rehabilitation phase where you don't want to leave it, right? You just want to be comfortable and cozy forever, ever. Like you feel like it's the world's testing you again, right? And I like there's a wolf here and in the girl, so I feel like it might be you're with somebody being cozy together, and maybe shutting out the real world for a bit. But if you don't like if you need to make the choice to leave when you know it's right, you just don't want to because of your ego, because of your fears, right? But you need to make the choice to do something, to go back into the real world and celebrate and enjoy life and open back up again. And I'm not saying leave your person, I'm just saying welcome back to the real world. We gotta rejoin it, right? If you don't, with the Two of Swords here, I feel like if she doesn't make a choice, her feet are gonna burn. But if she walks through it really fast in a decisive way, like it won't be so bad. And this is Sita, and this is her doing the test where Rama had her tested. I forget why, but she was innocent, and had her walk through the fire. And if she wasn't burned, she was innocent, and if she did burn, she was guilty, and she didn't burn. So like, there's nothing for you to be afraid of. There's nothing you did wrong. Like, there's nothing for you to worry about. You're going to walk out there stronger than ever before and come out fighting, come out swinging. And this is the Three of Wands, which is romantic specifically in this deck. It's a princess going out to rescue her prince, right? On the bottom of the deck. So it's like getting out there, and it's going to make your person happier too, because I feel like there's a connection coming in. Like either there's a friend, a really really good friend, or that helped you through this stuff, or like a new romantic partner. There could be like after you leave all this shit behind, there could be like a lot of good relationships coming in, not just romantic. But there's but she's like trying to rescue her prince, and like not afraid to go out and break out of her comfort zone, right? And that's what I kind of feel you need to embrace in 2023. It's going to be a year of change for you. What's coming in romance for pile number one? What's coming in romance for pile number one? Twin flames, yin yang and balance, union and duality, complement, polar opposites. So that's a really, so there's a soul connection coming in for you guys. What else is coming in for pile number one? You want this one? Wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. You're meeting the person. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to stop here because like this is too good. I don't want to make it bad all of a sudden. So once you realize and start healing and working on yourself, like you're exploring yourself and you're exploring your spirituality this year, and you're exploring what you want and need. And once you like start to get a grasp on it after the first 3 months, after finally like unloading what you need to, Like, take your time with that. There's no rush. You always have 3 months starting in January and ending in March, at the end of March, because January, February, March, right? Yeah. So, and then you have a twin flame connection coming in, yin yang and balance, union and duality, complement, polar opposites, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion with the wedding rings, and then Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, struck by love. You're not going to see it coming. It's just going to hit you. And then you're going to have your like lovey-dovey but get enraptured in each other for like 3 months, basically. Remember to come out of that swinging because you got to focus on you and building you up too. You can't live in another person, okay? But like this looks beautiful. It's obviously your equal partner and somebody you're going to spend a very, very long time with, or somebody you're going to even marry. But it's I'm very strongly believe it's a soul contract. Soulmate, twin flame, whatever you believe in. Personally, the difference that I know, the difference between a twin flame and a soulmate, they're very different because a twin flame is your soul when you were reincarnated here was cut in half. So it's going to be a harder growing. There's going to be more friction and harder growing in each other. So I feel like this is more a soulmate because you've already been through so much. I feel like it's going to be more of a gentle love. Um, and then a twin flame, necessarily. And then a soulmate is a soul contract you make with another soul. It could be friends, it could be family, it could also be a loved one. So you're like your divine counterpart. And that's what I feel like it's more for you is more like a soulmate connection. So yeah, you have a lot to look forward to, pile number one, and I wish you the best on your healing journey. Don't get stuck down the rabbit hole of watching too many pick a card readings, though. I'm just stopping it, and it's been like a whole year of me doing it. All right, bye, pile one. Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you later, my doves. Bye bye. Hello, pile number two. Let's get into your reading today for 2023. It's a very interesting reading. I'll say that it's very different from like, I just went intuitively and I picked this weird spread anyways. So it's very different from like other yearly that I've seen pick a cards, you know? All right, let's get to it. So we have the Sage. This makes me think of Sagittarius. This also makes me think of getting some wisdom and learning through unconventional means. And then we have Aries, which is action, taking the action, leaping forward, whether it's to learn something or figure out how to learn something unique to your situation, or what else? Taking the action to figure out how to learn it, like just taking action towards something. Maybe you've been wanting to learn something for a very long time, and this year is the year to take action towards it. It might just be also a year of action because these are your themes for the year, your main themes, like overarching themes. Let's go to the first 3 months for pile number two in 2023. Spirit, please. First 3 months of 2023. We got healthy boundaries, which is number 25. So maybe you learned what you really want and need in like the last in 2022. And you're finally enforcing them. Also, I need to cut in with a pause real quick because I forgot to do this. Okay. I'm trying to release an oracle deck right now. I'm doing it on Etsy, a print-on-demand oracle deck. When one door closes is what it's called. It's very unique. It has pictures of doors and pictures of windows that I created with AI art. And interior design, and it's very like homey kind of. And then two castle and a mansion card, and then also a yeah, so like it's 54 cards, and it's going to be print on demand. I'm just figuring out how to do a print on demand right now. And then I'll do an announcement with my Etsy and the community tabs if you guys are interested. But I'm trying to make like Oracle decks that nobody's done before, um, because like I feel like it'd be cool, right? So I'm making like a doors and windows deck, like window to this place, and then the doors have just like affirmations and keywords on it, like what's a good example of one? Um, like one of the windows is new beautiful new beginnings, and another of the doors is something like um um uh, tucked away, hidden, thriving in nature, or something like that. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Anyways, look at my community tab for an announcement for that. I'm really trying to get it figured out. But yeah, so hopefully you guys like it. And I'm going to do a couple others, but yeah, it's not launched or anything yet. I just thought I'd let you know. Now let's get back into your reading. Sorry for the interruption, guys. But yeah, so let's see. What in the second 3 months of 2023, the second set of 3 months in 2023 for pile number 2, Spirit. This one? Okay. So, healthy boundaries, it makes me think that you've learned what you need and want and what you could give two shits about in the later half or all of 2022. And you're learning your worth. You put down your healthy boundaries, and you're not sure if this is the right thing to do, because you're getting a lot of, when you put down boundaries that people aren't used to in your life, they'll either bulk completely and try to shit all over them again, or they'll test them a little bit and be more understanding. I put down my healthy boundaries in 2022, and I cut out a lot of people from my life. I think I have just a few friends left over. And I've been used by a bunch of people because I'm a giver. So, like, I can't I could care less. They're out of my life for a reason, right? And that used to rack me with guilt, and people used to leave me. So, yeah, it's different. So 25 healthy boundaries and 24 with know your worth. You're finally figuring out your worth, and that's going to bring in so much fun and abundance into your life. You're going to soar. You're going to start soaring. And then in the springtime, I believe. And then the third set of 3 months for 2023 for pile 2. I feel like this is more of a test from spirit. The storm number 1, Stormy. I feel like this is more a test from spirit to make sure you've learned your lessons and you're really sticking to your guns, okay? And she's chained up, but she's rising above the waves. She's perfectly fucking fine. She's like, I thrive in this shit. Bring it on. Bring it on. Right? So I feel like you guys are gonna fucking laugh through this little hiccup. But it's gonna be a trying time. But it shouldn't be too bad as long as you stick to what you've set your boundaries at, and you know your worth, and like you'll just fly through it, and you'll kind of like enjoy it. It'll be like exciting and exhilarating in a way. And for the last 3 months of 2023, for the last 3 months for 2023 for pile 2. last 3 months of 2023 for pile number 2. Oh. Create and progress, which is number 4. So we have 2 1s with Aries and Stormy. We also have 2 4s with 24 and 4. And then we have 25, 24. So be a steady progression. For stability, but create and progress. So just keep doing you, creating what you want in your world, what you need in your world. It could be a creative project too. I'm not really getting that. But keep creating what you want. I feel like most of you is about creating what you want in your life and sticking to it and enjoying it and enjoying like remodeling your life basically, right? And others you could be doing a creative project at the end of 2023. Prioritize reflection. So prioritize you this year, basically. Just prioritize you and what makes you happy and what you love to do. All right, let's see. So now we're going to go into the tarot a little bit for 2023. Spirit, tell me about this 2023 for pile number 2. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom bets. Anyways, I don't want to get copyrighted, but okay. Yeah, you're cutting out all the toxic, batshit crazy people that just kept using you and stabbing you in the back or stabbing you in the front. This implies sneaky because so this card, this 3 of Swords, implies like you're cutting out I think you know how I'm talking about, the sneaky people that wear a false mask. So anyways, this whole relationship is built on a lie, right? So it's a husband and his wife, and the husband's struggling for money. So the wife says, I can help you by like doing some weaving, I guess, in the back at night, but you can't come in, you can never peek. So she weaves this beautiful like silk fabrics for kimonos, right? These bolts of silk fabric for kimonos. And they start doing really well money-wise. But the husband's curiosity gets the better of him, and he breaks his promise. And at night, he goes into the back and looks out through a crack in the screen and sees his wife cutting off her feathers because she's turned into like this like dove Japanese monster thing. Like not really a monster, but like a dove. Not a dove. I'm sorry. That's like the name of what I call you guys. A swan. And she's cutting off her own feathers and bleeding and like making them into bolts of kimono fabric, right? And he sees her and he breaks his promise and he does it sneakily, but she finds out and she flies away and leaves him. So you're like cutting out all these sneaky people that just used you and didn't follow through on what said they were gonna do and said who they are and like just acted completely different, right? Maybe the people, probably especially the people that you got any ounce of success in your life and they started acting like petty and nasty. But like the sun here, it's like this whole year is just gonna be probably one of your best years. You're just going to have so much fun, even with like a little bit of a bumpy road. You're going to just like breeze through it. You're going to take the action. It's all about action. It's trusting your gut and taking the actions you need to create your better life in 2023. What else about 2023? You're leaving behind, like you don't even give a shit about competition. You're like, competition what? Nobody competes with me. I don't need to compete anymore, right? She's leaving behind all the petty arguments and the competition, and that just confirms what I was saying with the 3 of Swords. Like, you're cutting out those sneaky people that say they love you and they're here for you, and then as soon as you get an ounce of success, they turn on you. What else in 2023 for pile number 2, Spirit? What else for pile number 2? I'll take these 2. 6 of Coins. You're going to find people around you that... You're going to find people around you that 6 of Coins that are like generous and giving, like that are who they say they are, that are very genuine people, right? And you're gonna find like your community of people, and not need to sacrifice yourself so much anymore. What's this justice reversed about, Spirit? I think you're leaving behind all the injustices. Yeah, Five of Swords, you're leaving behind all the injustices. You don't even need to take revenge. You're just like over it. It's not going to happen to you anymore. You're on a different vibration now, and it's not going to matter. It's going to be like funny when it happens. It's going to be like, oh, you're trying me? You're cute, kind of thing, right? And then we have judgment on the bottom. Yeah, making choices, prioritizing yourself, um, living the good life, right? Um, just like doing things for you because they make you happy. Um, let's see. Is there anything in love coming in for pile number 2? I didn't sense really much in love for you. So let's see. Anything in love for pile number 2? Unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection and returned. Let's see, what else is in love for pile number 2? Abundance. One more card for pile number 2's love life in 2023. What's this addiction about? All right, so I feel like you have to wait until like 6 months into the year to start looking for like a loving relationship, because if you're looking for new love, um, if you're in a relationship right now, I'm not trying to scare you or anything, but just pay attention to the signs. When you put your boundaries down, how does your partner act? Because they have to go with that person too. So pay really close attention to how your partner acts, and then make the best choice for you. Because if they don't respect your boundaries, they don't respect you, and they just wanted a puppet basically. And they're mad that their toy is gone. To be like fucking savage, apparently. Jesus, oh my god, that came out like horribly blunt. Sorry. But then we have blowing kisses, which makes me think of like you're interested in someone, but you have no idea how they feel about you. And it's like you just like kind of like you can't, like, you try to stop thinking about them. You try to divert your attention elsewhere, but they keep coming up. Like it's like feels like the universe is like shoving you together. Like you decide the night before that you're completely done with them. Then they send you a message, like a cute message or a text, or you run into them and they say something like cute and funny, right? And then you're just like, ah, I was almost over you. Why are you doing this to me? Um, Giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. Positive mindset, manifest gratitude and bliss, blessings. So I feel like this person, it's the right person for you, is going to make you feel like a king or a queen. They're going to support you in what you do. They might give you like advice, but it would be advice. It wouldn't be like telling you what to do. And then there could be another party coming in that just makes you feel not quite good, and not like you can be who you truly are, and not like you can, because this is addiction, codependency, obsession and restraint, possession and control, emotional block, and hiding true feelings, pretending and deluded, gaslighting, and personified to personify. So like this other person or this other situation might be the test over here, might be the storm, um, maybe a false person coming in, but they feel like but they're not good for you, and you just need to like enforce your boundaries and pay attention to the signs. But the person that makes you feel really good about yourself, and not the person that makes you think, oh, I gotta be better. Like, there's a difference. There's like a desperation, I need to be better for this person, and there's like, I want to be better for this person, but I don't desperately need it. Like, I need my breath. Like, I need to breathe, right? So that's the difference. You desperately need to be better to please this person. It becomes your everything. And then you want to be better for this person. That's how you'll tell the difference. All right. Pile number 2. On the bottom of the deck, we have the butterfly, evolving and growth. Next phase, healing inner child, releasing the past. So yeah, I feel like it'll be very easy to spot this false person because like you dealt with it before and you're really good at seeing it now. Just make sure to prioritize you and use your judgment and make good choices. But this is like a really positive pile. I'm loving it. You fucking rock. Go you. And that's it for you, doves. Thank you so much. Remember to check out my community tab for the updates about the deck. And like, subscribe, and all that fun jazz. Thank you so much again for all your support. Bye-bye, doves. Hello, pile number 3. You had Taurus, number 2. Number 2 with Cultivate. And Soul Work with the little bee in the hive. This is going to be your reading. So I have a little announcement to make before we start. I'm making a oracle deck that's called When One Door Closes. And it's going to be a print on demand on Etsy. And then I'm going to release updates in the community tab, and I'll post to Facebook soon that I'll post updates on as well. And if you want to follow me on there, you can. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. It's very I want to do like unique oracle decks, so I'm trying not to do a bunch of like love or saying decks. I might do one love deck, but it's going to be like a unique twist. And then this one has got a bunch of doors and windows. The windows are like a quick saying, like the window to new beginnings. And then the other one says, like the doors say, tucked away, healing, nurturing yourself, like stuff like that. So they're a little longer on the doors. And then you have 2 castle cards. Well, 1 castle, 1 mansion. And they're longer. Like one talks about how legacy is built. And another talks, I forget what the other one talks about, honestly. It's kind of a little bit late and I've been doing a lot of readings. I don't have my whole deck memorized, okay? I just channel and do it and create beautiful things, okay? And then you have some interior design of a living room with like abundance and coming in. Wait, it wasn't abundance. It was something, a beautiful coming in, something that sparks joy. So stuff like that. Or like you need to declutter, or you need to find yourself in your own style. Stuff like that. So it's like a very homey kind of deck. That kind of feels like cozy. I was going for more of a roots based on the home deck. Like, what door do you want to enter? And then when a door closes, you've always got the window, right? So yeah, I hope you guys like it. And I'm doing my best. I was Googling a bunch of print-on-demand companies and trying to figure out how to do it to Etsy. So let's get into your reading. Thank you for putting up my spiel. Please like and subscribe. This one's a little different from your regular 2023 readings, in the format at least. So, first 3 months for Pile number 3 with Taurus. Taurus. I'm pronouncing it weird. It's just go with it. We'll pretend it never happened. Ooh. One flipped out. Claim your energy. Number 2 and 2. So 2s might be like 2-2 or 2-2-2 might be important to you. What about the second? What about 3 months after that, Spirit? What about 3 months after that in 2022? Let's see. Leap of faith with 12. Yeah, I think 2s are definitely like they're going to be a sign for you, or they're going to be an important number or meaning to you. What about the month after that? Next 3 months after that, Spirit, 2023. What about the next 3 months after that in 2023? Goal setting. What about the next 3 months after that, Spirit, in 2023? The last 3 months of the year. The ship has sailed. All right, let's get into these. On the bottom of the deck, we have Becoming Nobody. Interesting. Okay, so claim your energy. I feel like some of you are giving away too much of your time and energy to people, and you need to bring it in and focus on yourself to start cultivating something for you. Figure out what you want to do in your life and then start setting down roots. And it's going to be probably more like something you love to do, something more passionate. Try to focus on learning all you can to do that. And it might be, and just like maybe meditation or yoga would be helpful. There's also a swan in this card, so maybe swans are important or birds are important for you. Then we have a leap of faith, number 12, okay? Leap of faith, number 12. I see you. I see you. You like learned what you wanted to do and you brought your energy back to yourself. And now you're going to take a leap of faith into it and start cultivating it. And it's going to be scary at first, but you're going to land right on your feet. You're going to get like the learning out of the way, and you're going to start setting goals. What I would write a detailed list of like a manageable list. So what are you going to do in this week or this day? And then bridge out your plan of what you need to do. And then we have goal setting, which is I feel like that's more of the strategic setting your goals. Like you've taken a leap of faith into it, and now you're at the planning stages and you're figuring out what's the best way to do it and how to do it, right? And then the ship has sailed. So like you're fully like committed to it. This is 27-14. I want to see actually what the ship has sailed, because that can be taken multiple different ways, and I just want to make sure. I feel like with your goal setting, you're going to realize something. Like after you take that leap of faith, maybe you just wanted to go like one way, but it's not going to work that way. So you're switching to a different way. And like, the ship has sailed is something is like not going to go, like it sailed, it literally sailed away. So it wasn't meant to go that way, and it wasn't meant for you. So you're going to wait for your ship to arrive. Know that anything that escapes your life so rapidly you can assemble for departure really did you a great favor. Nobody wants to be at sea without at least having the bare essentials with them. You wouldn't have been safe or happy being in that such a situation. Use all your efforts on preparing yourself for a trip that's meant to be. Quit stressing yourself out over hardships that have already sailed. Like, I feel like you're stressing over, like, oh my God, this didn't work. What am I going to do now? But if you set your goals and set up plan A, B, and C, and you prepare for this, you're going to be just fine. Just make sure you have more than one plan set in motion. So let's see. That's the wrong deck. And becoming nobody is like letting go of your ego. Like it doesn't matter, right? Like just with 49, you're realizing, and then every step count pops up after that, right? You're realizing that like you don't have to brag over it, you don't have to show off. It's more about just whatever makes you happy and pleases you. You don't have to go and show it all off to the world. It's probably going to be detrimental anyways. So, not to the world, but like to your friend group before the eggs even hatch is what you're doing. You have the Queen of Pentacles, or the Queen of Coins in this deck. She's a traveler and she travels all over the world for her with her kids, and the Queen of Coins is a very giving and abundant court card. It could also be a partner coming in for you. What? We got Death reversed. So if you stick to your old ways and you refuse to change and you refuse to let this, whatever this chapter is, die and reclaim your energy, it's gonna like I don't feel like you like taking a leap of faith. You like knowing whatever is going to happen. But I feel like there's an opportunity coming in and you kind of have to start working on it in like April, May, and June. And there's going to be an opportunity there. And if you don't take that leap of faith, if you don't go into it and start working on it and start setting your goals at the same time, like if you overthink it, you're going to miss the ship. And that's okay because like there might be another ship coming, but there might be, I feel like if you know this is the one you want, and don't let your ego paralyze you basically. If you know this is the one you really want and it's something you really wanted to do for a long time, try it. What's the worst that can happen? We fail, then we get right back up and we go again. Such is life. What's coming in 2023 for pile number 3? Queen of Swords. Use your discernment. That's a lot of queen cards. Could be multiple. The Queen of Coins is very nurturing and generous and kind, and really takes care of the people around her. She always has enough to do that. And then the Queen of Swords is very discerning. She doesn't stand for people's bullshit. She can see right through it, and she doesn't like that, and she won't let you get away with it. She will cut a bitch. So there could be multiple romance partners, an air sign, or just described how I described the queens. There could also be same sex because there's 2 queens, or it could be a business partner, or like options between business partners, like more, like one's more like, that's not the right thing to say. What's the right thing to say, Spirit? So this one's like more organized, the Queen of Swords, and more intelligence and like has like the plan ready, right? And then the Queen of Coins knows what she wants and would like help getting it. And like it's not really a plan. Like it's a loose like idea or something. But like you don't know which one to take. And you might be drawn more to the plan, the Queen of Swords. But they're both queens, don't get me wrong, but the Queen of Coins might be, I mean, it's the coins card. Come on. But anyways, I think no matter what you choose, it'll be the right choice for you. What else is coming in 2023 for them? Yeah, it'll be the right choice for you. Judgment, choice, rebirth. What else is coming in 2023? Seven of Wands. So this Seven of Wands specifically is about hard work and a passion to protect and do something for others, even at the risk of your own life. So what he did was he basically had a contest between him and a new drill and said he could um, they were like drilling holes through mountains for the railroad and stuff. And so he would hammer it, they'd light the dynamite and they'd go explode, right? And he was the best and the fastest at them, and he was like super tall and super strong. So he said they were gonna like take the workers' rights away, right? And like fire them for like this new machinery. And he's like, I'll race you. I'll race you through the mountain, right? So he races them through the mountain and wins against the machine and then has a heart attack and dies. So it's like really like being so committed to something that you're willing to die for it. So I feel like you're going to find your passion, whatever it is, and you're going to commit to it and you're going to really work at it, and it's going to almost consume you a little bit. What's next for what's coming in 2023 for pile number 1? I mean, for pile number 3, what's coming in 2023 for pile number 3? The world. So there might be some travel involved. There might be some, there might be another partner involved. It could require you traveling because we have the ship has sailed. Like one of the options, or maybe both, require you to travel for it, and maybe you don't feel comfortable with traveling, and that's why it's such a big leap of faith for you, like, or relocating. But I feel like if you do make that choice, it's the world. It's gonna close the cycle, and you'll have as much time as you want to open a new one. But it's gonna be a beautiful cycle. Okay. But you can't be afraid to change and let yourself go. All right. What's coming in love for 2023? For pile number 3, what's in love 2023? Pile number 3, love, unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection and attraction, selflessness. What's coming in love for pile number 3? What's coming in love for pile number 3? Okay. I guess we'll take these ones. Seduction, the dragonfly. Do I want one of these? I think I want this one. Okay. So, seduction, attraction, teasing, hook up, and date, third party, temptation. So there's 2 queens, so you might have to decide between someone. But I feel like there's not really cheating. I don't condone cheating, but also you make your own fucking choices. Do you, boo? Love, unconditional love, self-love, and wholeness, affection and attraction, selflessness. So I feel like there's going to be a very like heartwarming love coming in for you guys, and it's just gonna like give you the courage to move mountains. Then we have the dragonfly, lighthearted and adept, finding out and change, things coming to light and healing. I feel like this is a message for only a select few of you, and it might not resonate with, and maybe just you one person, but I also see with like love, maybe and this would be mostly for the guys, I think, but maybe you had a child you didn't know about and you're getting to know the child again, and like the move would bring you to the child closer to get to know them, and like through that you would find like a new start, almost like a new love and a new job that really works out. But that's for a very select, like probably just 1 or 2 people. It's not for very many of you, but if it resonates, take it. Sorry. Lighthearted and lighthearted and adept, finding out and change, things coming to light and healing. A dragonfly is like a helicopter. It can spin in midair, and it has the highest kill rate out of any of the insects, a predator. So it's like in the 80s. and like others are like way lower than that. A dragonfly is like the most deadly insect apparently. um, so that was just a fun fact I learned recently. But it like finding out and change, like it feels like you're going to be just fine no matter where you land, basically. But it does, this year is going to be very much a leap of faith and very much like finding out where you want to put your new roots, right? When the tree starts to die, you take a cutting and you plant it in a new place, right? So you get rid of the rot. So self-indulgent. So it's like very much focusing on you and your self-worth and value. Time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. I feel like this is the first half of the year. I was really giving the time to find you and stick up for you. And then we have the runner. So I feel like you're torn between running away and like embracing this new life, right? But what's meant for you is meant for you, and there's no need to be scared and run away. Like, change, if you don't change, like voluntarily, you're gonna have a tower moment. The tower card came out and I put it back in. So, like, you have to just kind of go with the flow. If you don't, you're gonna be, the universe is gonna smack you into it, right? So, I'd rather gently glide in than be smacked. Thank you. But it's up to you. It depends on how much you really fear change, because change can be terrifying. I know. I've just had so much of it that it's kind of desensitized to it now. Plus the last 2 years, I want to say, 2022, maybe since, yeah, 2020 is when it started. Had just been heck for me, and it's starting to finally like look up the last 2 years. That's good. But I'm just saying, there's always something around the corner that's can be better. And then you have the world moments where you can just sit and bask in it. Maybe there's little changes afterwards. They're not such big changes. But everybody has their big, big changes eventually. And that'll be it for you upon number 3. Thank you so much for watching my video. Check out the community tab. I do like pick an image readings on there. I'm going to do a new one soon. And yeah, so... and check it out for the Oracle deck update. If you guys are interested in them, I know I have a fucking collection and I love it. So yeah. Love you guys. Thank you, doves. Bye-bye. And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I'll probably do another one before Christmas, but just in case. Merry Christmas.